Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to make another one of those little flanges that we made for underneath the console. This is going to be for the fuel. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take this, and right now it's circular, so we're going to heat it up, clamp it, squeeze it down, and make this into an oval. Then what we'll do is we're going to trim the bottom, because we only want about 3/4 of an inch sticking through here. Then we got to round this whole bottom off, because that hose is going to come in, it's going to come up through here, and then it's going to go out this way. So it's actually going to make like an S coming through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this an oval, and then we're going to try to bend this that way, so it's almost like a teapot pour. This is going to make it so that the hose has a nice bend to it, no kinks or anything, and most importantly, any water that happens to get up on the deck is going to hit this before it splashes over and goes inside. It's overkill. There was nothing on this boat before to prevent water from going down that hole, but we're trying to do everything a little extra. So let's get started. Okay, I'm just going to put some gloves on because this is going to get pretty hot. And then we'll use the heat gun to actually heat this up and get this to bend until we get to about the point where we want it to be. The nice thing about these clamps is I can go ahead and keep providing pressure on it. And if I'm not making enough noise with this heat gun, next door neighbor decided he's going to go ahead and weed whack. Yeah, we're getting some movement now. Actually shift my clamp up higher, because I'm getting movement on the bottom. Well, actually it'll be the top. This is really where we want the movement. Okay, so this is basically what we're looking for. Okay, so we got it ovaled out. Our hoses are going to come up through here. We just have to bend some of this over. Now we'll start heating up this edge right here, and we're going to try to bend it back. See how this works. Never tried this before. Gotta get the other glove on. I think we're going to have to really get this hot because we're going to have to kind of stretch this if it'll stretch. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to stretch much. Not too much. All right, we're gonna have to think about this a little bit because what we really want to do is continue this bend. We have to think. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about this for a little bit. So we're gonna try the two clamp method here to see if we can maybe squeeze the top the opposite way of the bottom. To see if we can get enough bend out of it. The problem is that the way these hoses are going to be, where the fill comes through on the side, it's so low that we may end up having to trim this down anyway. But we'll see how this works. And right now we're only trying to heat up the top. Yeah, we're not going to get too much bend out of this. So we're going to have to fit it in there and see how much we're going to have to trim, because we're going to have to trim some of this off. So we'll let this cool down and actually fit it on the boat. Okay, so here it is installed. What we did is we went ahead and we mixed up some of our basically it was our bedding compound that we were using on the seats. Just the resin, some of the fiberglass strands, some Cavasol, and set this thing down into it. Went ahead and just did a quick little fillet around the edges, and then hit it with gel coat. But after we put it in, we're able to get it positioned right where we wanted it. And you can see it's kind of oblong still, you can tell. And then we're able to just heat up this edge and just keep bending it, and we're able to get the amount of bend that we need. So our hose will come up and lay right against this, and then our wall is going to be right here, and that is where the fill is. So we'll go ahead and have our fill right here with the hose on it, and that's it. So we're able to do it. Wasn't easy, but we got it done, and hopefully this video will help you if you ever look to do something like this. But you can see now what I was talking about. The water's going to come across here, and it's going to have to splash a good ways before it even gets in. And even once it gets in, it's not going to hit the plywood, because the plywood is totally, I mean, I could feel the plywood here, but it's underneath. So this is totally covering the edge of the plywood, and that's where you have to really worry about the water getting in, is that edge anyway. So that's done. We'll just go ahead and pull our hose through here and get this thing hooked up. And thank you for watching. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell so you get a message when we get the next video out, and like. And if you know somebody that's looking to bend some PVC, please share. All right, thanks a lot.